Right now, AMC stock is sitting at $55 per share. It was actually a pretty good day for AMC. We saw it go as high as almost $60 at one point, up 14.8% for the day. If we look over the last 5 days, it's still doing extremely well. We did touch $72 per share last week. We saw it drop back down significantly on Friday. It did trade as low as 38, but it is doing pretty well since then. Still up 1.5% after hours. Things are still looking pretty good. Earlier today, there was some news that came out actually that we talked about yesterday a bit in our video. I don't know if you saw that, but AMC insiders actually started to sell more. And I feel like this was a little bit of almost fear tactics from the media, things going on, because this has already been known for a while. Yet now they're starting to write a lot of articles about it, because we spoke about this yesterday before the market even opened. And even though they said this, like, they're still telling people now, well, insiders are selling. Are they trying to like spread FUD, spread a bunch of fear in the market to get people to sell? Maybe, but we've already known this for a while. So what we're seeing is, here's a list. AMC insider selling activity has picked up this quarter, and it shows how officers, we have about 8 different people who have sold. One officer, John McDonald. We have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 officers, 3 directors, and the CFO. But if you're looking at the CFO, he sold at $9.49 per share. So this happened a while ago. Yes, some of this happened within the last week or so, but other directors and officers sold a while ago. So when we're seeing this news about insiders selling off, a lot of it seems like it's just fear being spread around, and it's nothing really new. So according to the article, it explains how a total of 9 insiders have sold this quarter, and 3 cashed out in the first quarter, according to Insider Score. It's important to keep in mind, though, because when you're looking at insiders, what they're doing now versus what they did in years past, in 2020, there were no sellers at all. In 2017 to 2019, there were only 3 total. So yes, obviously they're picking up how much they're selling, but it makes sense. If you own shares in AMC when they were $1, now they're at $50 a share almost, like, you would be selling too. It just, people get worried about this, but all of these officers, all of these, high-level executives get paid in shares. A lot of the times they get compensation packages that include, tens of thousands of shares. So it's not like they're selling off their entire positions, but they're securing some profits, and they're like, look, I know I'm going to get more shares in my compensation package, so I might as well take some money off the table. Other thing with AMC is that there was a couple people talking about artificial shares that are being shorted and things like that. So right now with AMC, the short interest is sitting at 18%. And people are saying that this is, not so high. It's not as high as GameStop was back in January. Back in January, AMC was at 100 and like 40% shares were shorted. That's when we saw the artificial shares, and that was for GameStop. But now we're seeing 18%, and by no means is this low, because on average it says about 5% is the average of how much a stock is shorted in the US, according to S3 Partners. So by no means is this low, and the good thing is we still haven't yet seen shorts really start to cover their positions. They haven't covered their positions yet, and we're still seeing that the short interest has remained right around 20%. A couple days last week, it went up as high as 22%. A couple days, it went as low as 18%. So right now, it's right around that 18, 19% range. And by no means is this low. By no means have shorts covered their position yet. And if we see retail investors continue to pour money in, well, then AMC's price will continue to be, have a potential to see a massive short squeeze where we could see the price double, triple, easily reach $100 per share if we see that short squeeze happen. So earlier today, the SEC actually came out and said they're going to keep a close eye on all of the wild trading activity with AMC to determine if there's been any disruptions in the market. They said they want to make sure that, first of all, institutions aren't manipulating what's going on, because that's for our protection. That's for everyone's protection. We don't want institutions manipulating the prices. That's the first thing. But we want to make sure also that if the SEC is looking into this, people get concerned. I've gotten a lot of comments that they're going to put regulations in place, maybe to prevent retail investors from being able to do exactly what they want. And it might put some restrictions in place for us, which isn't great. But really the whole goal of the SEC, what they said today, is that they just want to make sure that there is no disruption in the market. People can trade freely. There's no market manipulation taking place, no other misconduct. So that, in my opinion, is pretty good moving forward. They haven't made any like major announcements. They just said they're going to keep a close eye on it for the time being, and can't hurt to make sure that institutions, large investment banks, aren't manipulating the market. So that, in my opinion, we don't want to see anyone manipulating the market. So that is going to be a good thing moving forward. In addition to this, with AMC, Interactive Brokers chairman Thomas Peterfly, he came out and said how on CNBC Squawk Box just a couple hours ago, that's extremely important. And it's extremely tempting to short these stocks if you're a large institution right now. He said, but unless you have huge liquid resources, people should try to resist the temptation of shorting. And really what we're seeing is a lot of people higher up, some people on Wall Street, are saying, look, there's a huge risk to shorting the stock because you're going to lose billions of dollars. You could lose hundreds of millions of dollars shorting AMC because retail investors are not backing down. And if we continue to see, prices go up 15% a day like we did today, well, then it's going to cause AMC to continue to go up, and short sellers are going to have to cover their positions at some point. They're going to have to cover their positions at some point, meaning that they're going to be losing billions of dollars. Last week alone, they lost about $3 billion. And so that's what's really going on with AMC right now. A lot of people are talking about how AMC and GameStop are sending the Russell 2000 skyrocketing. That's true. That's a big thing going on right now. But really, the thing to keep in mind with AMC stock right now is that we still are seeing the short interest remain about 18 to 20%, which is extremely high. It's not as high as GameStop was back in January, but we still are seeing it extremely high right now, around that 18 to 20% range. Today, AMC was up. It was up 15% for the day. So that was a good sign. Short sellers aren't backing down. So we have not yet seen the short squeeze. And that's what's going on with AMC. We're seeing a lot of people continue to talk about it on Twitter. We see that naked shorting, hashtag naked shorting, is trending on Twitter. And that's good. As long as we're continuing to see the community in YouTube, in Reddit, on all these different social media platforms continue to grow for AMC. People not giving up on it, people still holding and investing and wanting to be part of the movement. Well, that's a good sign for AMC moving forward. Another thing that is trending on Twitter is actually Jeff Bezos, and that's because Jeff Bezos just announced that he is going to fly into space, which I thought was crazy. He's flying to space with his brother next month. He announced this with a post on Instagram just earlier, and let me play this for you guys. Let me know if you hear it okay. Let me know if you guys hear this.
Space, it changes your relationship with this planet, with humanity. It's one Earth. I want to go on this flight because it's a thing I've wanted to do all my life. It's an adventure. It's a big deal for me. I invited my brother to come on this first flight because we're closest friends.
I really want you to come with me. Would you?
Are you serious?
I am. I think it would be meaningful. Have my brother there.
I wasn't even expecting him to say that he was going to be on the first flight, and then when he asked me to go along, I was just awestruck.
You serious? If you're willing, if you want to.
God.
Yeah.
What a remarkable opportunity, not only to have this adventure, but to be able to do it with my best friend.
I love you too.
Okay, so you guys said the volume is very low. I'll make sure to fix that for next time. I'll make it a bit louder. But basically what he was talking about is he talked to his brother. He explained how they're going to be going to space on his company, Blue Origin, on their very first passenger space flight. And this is really important because right now, Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, richest person in the world, he's basically showing that he believes in his company, Blue Origin, and that this is a really big deal. So right now, some people were worried because he is the CEO of Amazon, and this isn't the safest thing to do. You know, it's not like, obviously they believe in it, they think it's safe, but flying to space there's always a big risk with that. And essentially what's going on is Jeff Bezos is formally stepping down as Amazon CEO on July 5th of 2021. So very soon, in less than a month, and Andy Jassy will take over. This has been in the works for a while. We've known this for months and months now. But so the timing of this is lining up really well for Jeff Bezos to say, look, I want to go to space. It's been a dream of his ever since he was young, and that's what he's going. And he asked his brother to go with him as well. And I thought this was just very interesting because it shows, he believes in this so much. He thinks it's going to succeed. There's going to be, no issues, that he's willing to be the first person to go up on a passenger flight with his company. And I thought this was very interesting. If you're looking right now, there's another seat available on this flight, on this passenger flight into space with Jeff Bezos, his brother, and right now the price of the other seat is currently at $2.8 million. That's the price of the other seat that they're auctioning off. The auction is going to be taking place for a while longer, but this is going to be going very, very high up because not only because it's one of the first passenger flights, they've done some in the past, but the first passenger flight for Jeff Bezos' company Blue Origin, but also because they're going to be going with Jeff Bezos and his brother Mark Bezos. So I thought that was pretty interesting. He believes in the company so much, and I'm going to make sure from now on when we do these videos, I do some clips. We'll make sure the volume's a bit louder. I'll listen back to it after. And last thing I do want to touch on is Elon Musk. He said that Tesla officially canceled the Model S Plaid Plus. And this is pretty interesting because right now, Elon Musk has been getting a lot of heat in the crypto space because people have not liked how much he's tweeting about crypto. People are saying manipulating the market, and people are not happy with him in crypto. And then just yesterday on Sunday, he came out and said that Tesla officially canceled the Model S Plaid Plus. So that wasn't the best announcement. In my opinion, it's not great. People have been looking forward to this. It was supposed to be a car that could accelerate from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds, have 520 miles of range, and they've already been pushing back the Model S Plaid for a while, so canceling the Model S Plaid Plus, not a great sign, but according to Elon Musk, he says essentially that the Model S Plaid Plus is canceled. There's no need for it as the Plaid is just so good, and he said that what it looks like is, from the tweet, originally the Model S Plaid was going to be a little bit slower, have less range, but it looks like from his tweets, he said that it's going to be able to go 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, the Model S Plaid. So it looks like they may be able to increase the speed of the Model S Plaid and just get rid of the Plaid Plus altogether. The only thing I do see as a disadvantage of this is that the Model S Plaid Plus did have longer range. It did have a couple of other things. The price of it was at about $150,000, and it was their most expensive lineup. They did remove it from their website just the last week, according to CNET. So it's no longer available on their site, but just something to keep in mind moving forward. Elon Musk has not been the favorite person lately, coming out with a little bit more, not great news, but still, we'll have to wait and see how the Model S Plaid does perform. That will be coming out in just a couple of days now. It was supposed to originally come out on June 3rd, but he had delayed that back to June 10th. So we'll wait and see how that performs, what the differences are as to versus the Model S Plaid Plus and what would have happened there. But really, that's what's going on with AMC, with Jeff Bezos, and with Elon Musk. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you like these sort of live streams. I'm going to try and do them every single day. We'll figure out a set time. We'll do one in the morning, one in the evening. But if you do enjoy them, let me know in the comments. And I like to cover just what's going on in the stock market, some stuff with crypto, and a couple of other interesting stories as well. But that's your update for Monday, June 7th. Hope you guys